Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss about testing. Tell me, generally in our DC machine we have two types of tests. One is the direct test and other one is the indirect test. Nothing but here we are directly applying the load. Directly applying the load and then examine all the values. But here indirectly by calculations we are getting the analysis of motor. That's why in generally direct tests are accurate than the indirect tests. These direct tests again two types. What are those? Very good. Load test and brake test. Load test and brake test. Generally, this load test used for all generators. We can apply it for all generators, this load test. By applying the load, we have to analyze what is the efficiency, losses, etc. And this brake test we are applying for all motors. For every motor we can apply this brake test. Shunt, compound, series, we can apply for any motor. But this indirect tests are again two types. What are those? One is the no load test and next one is the load test. This no load test again two types. Do you know what are they? Very good. Swinburne test and retardation test. These load tests are again two types. One is called Hopkinson's test. This is also called back-to-back test. This is also called regenerative test. This is the Hopkinson test simply. And next one is the field test. These are the different types of tests for our DC motors. I said you this is for all generators, this is for all motors. What about this no load test? Don't operate DC series motor under no load condition. So don't do these two types of tests for series motor. And this Hopkinson test, of course, these three are for shunt and compound motors only, not for series motor. Sir, then where is the test for series motor, sir? How we can make a test on series motor? Yeah, there is only one test for series motor, that is field test. We can do field test on series motor. This is simply the testing of DC machines. Let's see the first of all brake test. This is important compared to all. Are you ready? Are you ready? Right, sir? Let's go for brake test. In generally, the brake test and load test mostly same. If it is generator and motor, let's see here. I am going to conduct a brake test on DC shunt motor. See, for example, this is supply given to the shunt motor. To know the supply, voltmeter V is connected. To know the current, one ammeter is connected. And this is connected to field winding. And the next, this is connected to armature winding of my DC shunt motor. Here, to know the field current, we have to take one ammeter to know the field current. To know the armature current also, we have to take one ammeter. And here we have to apply the brakes. Because this is a brake test, that's why we have to apply the brakes. For that, one pulley is connected to rotor. This pulley is connected to weights, the spring weights. For example, this is the S1 weight and this is the S2 weight. We can apply the weights by using these two springs. W1, W2, S1, S2, both are same, for example. So this is the circuit for brake test. That's what we want. We want the total current, total voltage and the brakes. That's it. What is the input of my machine? First of all, input is nothing but VI, yes or no? This is, for example, the current flowing through this one is IL. So the input is VIL. That's it. What is the output here? Generally, the DC machine output is equals to 2 pi nt by 60. Sir, how we can get the speed? Speed can get by tachometer. So by changing the voltage, we have to see the speed corresponding to voltages. And then after, how we can know the torque? Generally, torque T is equals to F into R. R is nothing but radius of my pulley. Radius of my rotor or pulley. So how we can? Generally, radius is equals to circumference by 2R. 2 pi. Nothing but circumference is 2 pi R and we know the 2 pi value, then you can get the R value. How we can find circumference? Take a wire and calculate its circumference and get the resistor, radius of my rotor. So of course I got the radius. What about F? According to Newton's second law, F is equals to ma. Here m is the weights, S1 difference h2 and a is the gravitational z, acceleration z. So I got F and R, then we can get the torque. If you get the torque, then we can get the output. And what is efficiency? Efficiency is equals to output by input. This is simply the efficiency calculations by direct test, by direct applying the loads on my motor. Of course, temperature effect also included here. The losses due to temperature. And here commutation also verified. How? The load is connected, right? We know that it is the sparking commutation or good commutation, because load is connected, the armature carrying the armature current, so we can know that. So directly applied, direct calculations. And what is that? Yeah, what is the commutation? Good commutation or bad commutation, we can verify. These are the advantages of my test. What are the disadvantages? Here we are applying mechanical load, so which increases the temperature here. High temperature will produce here. That's why during in your diploma or in your BE or BTech, when you are doing brake test, you have one water bottle. Your faculty will say to you, pour the water, pour the water, pour the water, pour the water again and again and again. During the test, we have to pour the water on the pulley because it produces a maximum temperature. That's why this produces highest temperature. That's why this test conducted only for low rating machines, not for high rating machines. Be careful. Are you okay? This test is operated or conducted for only low rating machines, and this test should be conducted within less time. We have to complete within less time, otherwise it leads to damage of the rotor. So what are the disadvantages? First one is the high temperature. That's why we should use it for only low rating machines, and we should complete within less time. This is generally the disadvantages. But here, what are the advantages, sir? Commutation verified and direct analysis and what is that? Temperature effect also considered, And these are generally the advantages of this test, advantages and disadvantages of brake test, and analysis and efficiency of my brake test. This is completely what about brake test. This can applicable for all motors. If it is generator, we have to apply the load, that is load test. Is it okay? Right? Thank you.